as you become conscious, as you become active out there and you're collecting content, whether it's a video NFT or really any NFT, but how do you see that affecting our digital identities? And how we portray that digital identity now versus once we really start getting active into the NFT collection?
That is one of the bigger. That's like I think it was the Unstoppable Web founder actually on the Rehash podcast that was talking about first people need to like make money, right? Like at Glass, our goal is make 10x the amount of money in 10x less time. So it's like compared to YouTube and TikTok. So it's like compared to what's currently out there that people use to make money, which is YouTube if you're a video creator, we want to 10x that every single time. And we right now average 1,640x what any person would make per view on YouTube. And
Wow.
so we're succeeding there. And that's because pretty much like no one gets paid on YouTube. So it's actually a low key lower bar. But to build the technology we're building, it's pretty tough, right? So it's like, I think, yes, music, is going to have the iPod shuffle moment, which is going to lead into the iPhone, right? So I think, yeah, we are on a trajectory to have an iPhone moment for Web3 in the next 4 to 5 years from the start of music NFTs. And video happens to be able to be a part of all of these moments. And so that's the first thing, like help people monetize these moments more as a collector, as a creator. And then what was the second, the other active
It was
state?
just it was just like, I was just wondering how you see our digital identities changing a little bit as we start having all these collections. And
Yeah,
does it bleed into real life? Does it just stay online?
yeah. So those digital identities, like who's tagged on that video is going to turn into who's split in the revenue for that video, which is going to turn into like I need to go to this concert tonight and get this video of Kendrick Lamar because if I don't go to get this video of Kendrick, like I literally like even though I paid $40 for that ticket, I know for a fact I could have made maybe $100 and $60 profit just for going out to this event. And so I think it's literally going to incentivize people to go outside because outside might have some cooler videos to make,
Mm.
right? And then it turns out if you've ever been in a music video or you've ever shot a music video with friends, it's like the funnest day of your life. Like you literally always have fun when it's like, yo, let's go outside and shoot. I think every human being on this earth should shoot a music video. I think that's the natural like form of video. Like we see videos as like the Gutenberg revolution. So like we see this like in the same way in the 1490s you had like the printing press and you had people who just did not understand why being able to write and store your ideas onto pen and paper was important. We think that like being able to store your ideas into videos, your great grandchildren will choose the videos over the diary or over the book, right? Over the journal. And
Yeah.
so that's what it means to digital identity. It means 500 years, who's going to remember you if you didn't put it on the video? It means in 300, 400 years, what the things you're going to value the most are going to be your child's first steps on video, right? Charlie Bit My Finger sold for $681,000. NBA Top Shot pretty much started the NFT movement. And so we were like, okay, like we got inspired by video clips of basketball players, right? That was the first, they've done $971 million in volume in 2 years,
It's been
right?
crazy.
We've done like over $1.1 million in a year, but like we're creating a new market that's not just focused on the basketball niche. We were focusing on the music niche at the beginning, and I think that's a good niche to focus on, especially because it's a foundational niche to Web3. And we're gonna focus there pretty much forever. But we're also gonna focus on some other places for the multidimensionality of video. And so I think, yeah, your digital identity in video is probably gonna be your most important identity. I think maybe in 10 to 20 years, like I think like, maybe 5 to 10 years, like we could realize that like the most important thing of all of Web3 is like who's in that video.
I like the take. I like the take a lot. It's interesting because it's like you collect it. There's videos associated with your wallet, and you can come back to that wallet, that identity, and look at your collection. I mean, I feel like right now our content on the internet is dispersed in so many different places. I mean, I got stuff on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and it's if I told my grandchild in the future, hey, let's come look at some memories, it's like, where do you even start? Because by then there's going to be 1,000 more social media apps. But I think a core principle of NFTs is like, sure, you sell it on glass, but you buy it, it sits in your wallet, and it's this one central place for it. You're listening to the Unstoppable Podcast, the go-to place for everyone to learn about the latest innovations in Web3, NFTs, and the decentralized web. Welcome to the metaverse.